The Box, Tony Estrada.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I read an anonymous quote recently that says, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Distinguished guests, fellow Toastmasters, most of us have just recently celebrated Christmas, Hanukkah, and we all have a birthday every year. It's a time when family and friends exchange gifts. Now, most gifts come wrapped in bright paper, adorned with ribbons and bows. Well, my family received a gift recently. I'd like to share with you that gift. In February and March of last year, I was so honored to be able to spend the last days with my mother. It was a sad, sad time, but a time for celebration. Celebration of a wonderful woman and mother. A mother who ensured that we'd always have what we needed. Sometimes our wants, but always our needs. Now, my mother, she spent her entire life doing for others. She came from very, very humble beginnings. She was the mother to her own siblings. She had a home with no parents. And after her grandmother's death, she spent a period of her childhood in an orphanage. If you were to ask my uncles and aunts, they would tell you Carol was the glue that kept them together. Well, that one gift that my mother had for us was some more glue. As she approached her last days, she did so with dignity and courage. She knew that once her earthly body gave out, that she would spend eternity with her Creator. Now that comforted her heart and soul, and ours also. Now Mom gathered her children around and made us promise her two things. One, that never a terse word would ever be said about the things that she left behind. And second, anything that we found that we didn't want, we had to find somebody who needed it. Not wanted it, needed it. So after the flowers faded and we go back to her house, we looked at the task at hand. Now I want you to picture this. A 4-bedroom home, formal living and dining rooms, an eat-in kitchen, a large family room, an office, separate laundry room and utility room, and let's not forget, a storage building in the backyard. Now, anybody that knew my mother knew that she could never pass up a bargain or a sale. She knew that one day she would find somebody that could use those items. A testament to the fact that we had enough linen still wrapped up to create our own hotel. So as my sisters and I removed a few things that would make it to our homes, and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren came through and took the things they wanted and needed, we were hard-pressed to see much of anything gone. Now, the next 3 months were spent by 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of us taking a trip down memory lane. As we would go through Mom's stuff, there was sometimes an item would be found that all of us would claim as ours. Now, this resulted in our ADD kicking in and around the storytelling of where the item came from and how it was acquired. We even found this little tiny ceramic squirrel that we put up on a shelf that represented our detour to the task at hand. And when we varied way off path, somebody would just point and go, "Squirrel." Well, I'm happy to say that true to my mother's wishes, we never had a terse word or an argument over those simple things. And as the last items started to leave and more left, we saw truckload after truckload go to places such as the Goodwill, the Salvation Army, the Children's Place, and our veterans. And as more and more went away, we realized that it was coming to the end. And we did what we do best as a family. We sat around that table and had one more family meal. We unpacked Mom's fine china, polished the crystal and the silver, and sat around and blessed that food one more time. We knew that the family that was going to get that table, if they could make just half the memories around it we did, they'd be blessed. And as we left for that final time and flipped the light switch and locked the door, that melancholy feeling started to come in. Each of us wanting to delay the inevitable, putting that real estate sign in the front yard. We knew that would be the finite end. Now, the next few months were spent by my sisters and I doing something that we had never done before. Talking as almost a daily basis. Subjects that were taboo before were now wide open for discussion. Finally, the day came and the house was sold, and we had a stack of real estate documents and legal documents that had to be taken care of. So we had to find a place to put them. We put them in the box. My sister actually took this picture. This is the picture that hangs in my house of the box. You see, that gift Mom gave us was that glue that kept me and my sisters together. We knew that no matter what, we had 3 other people that would be there for us no matter what. In that box, 2 birth certificates, a marriage certificate, a military discharge, 2 death certificates, wills, and probates. Just a bunch of papers in a box. It's not really the box that was the gift, it was what that box represented. And that was the love that we got for each other and our parents. For we discovered that it doesn't matter what your standing in the world is when you leave. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what your job title is. It's just papers in a box when we're all gone. What you're left with is the love that you have for those that have departed. And that's something that our daily reminder of that box is for us. Madam Toastmaster.